What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, bringing you an impromptu connected franchise mode. I was gonna stream it, didn't really have enough time, so I figured I'll just record it itself and have it for you guys nice and late for Saturday evening. And it's gonna be a connected franchise mode that will feature all of the first round picks, and then just really to fill out the roster to the next highest players. Like, for example, a couple spots on the offensive line. We have the guards that the Chargers took in the second and third rounds. We will show all of the player overalls, and eventually, what I think I'm gonna do, starting Sunday, I think tomorrow, which is Sunday, I'm recording this on Friday, I'm going to be releasing what I think my Madden 18 projections are for the rosters and overalls for next year's game. And once I hit 34,000 subscribers, I will release those rosters to the public. I was looking around, there's like, you know, the top of the line, the guy that says he does the first 3 rounds, which is what I did already, and even more so than that. He's charging $5. So I figure, you know, I'm never going to charge money for something like that. But I figure, hey, if you guys can help me out and help me get to 34,000 subscribers, I will release those rosters. But without further ado, let's take a look at our starters, who we'll be rocking it and rolling with. I think it's going to be kind of a difficult season, to be completely honest with you. But we'll see what we can do. So we have 2 options here as a starting quarterback. We have Mitchell Trubisky, who's selected number 2 by the Chicago Bears. And then we have Deshaun Watson, who the Houston Texans trade up to get. I am a bigger Deshaun Watson fan than Mr. Biscuit himself, so I'm going to make that little change there. We also have Patty Mahomes, and I think Deshaun Kaiser is on the practice squad. But those are the big 3 first-round quarterbacks, and we'll be going with Mr. Deshaun Watson. Here's our starting QB. At the running back spot, we have Leonard Fournette, Christian McCaffrey, and Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook obviously selected in the second round by the Minnesota Vikings. But McCaffrey and Fournette will be our 1-2 punch. We'll have McCaffrey as our third down back, and Fournette as our between-the-tackle runner. At the wide receiver spot, we have Corey Coleman, who should not be playing. He will just, he'll be our top depth. We'll do this. We'll do something like this. He'll be on the number 6, all right, in case we have to go all out, our team's getting gassed. So we have Corey Davis, who was selected number 5 by the Tennessee Titans with a 78 overall. Mike Williams, selected by the San Diego Chargers, 76 overall. We got John Ross, Mr. 422 himself, with a 75 overall. Cooper Kupp, who was a third-round pick, I believe, from the LA Rams. I wanted to have someone on the Rams roster included, so we got Cooper Kupp, who may be debatably the best route runner in the draft class. And then we'll have Evan Engram, who's pretty much a glorified wide receiver anyway, who was a tight end selected by the Giants as our 5th wide receiver. Tight ends will be Evan Engram, O.J. Howard. Oof, he's an 80 in this scheme. We'll be going with O.J. Howard and David NJOKU as our 2 tight ends. We also have Engram there because we might use him as a wide receiver. Let's have NJOKU and Howard as our top guys. Howard, obviously, a great selection by the Tampa Bay Bucks, and NJOKU a pick here for the Cleveland Browns. And we are using the Browns as our base roster because it seemed like they pretty much had every other pick in this year's draft class. Offensive line where it kind of sucks. At left tackle, we have Garrett Balls, who was selected at number 20 by the Denver Broncos, who has a 73 overall. Left guard, we have Forrest Lamp, who is not a... Oh, what the fuck? Look at that! He's a 77 backup. When you put him in the start, he's a 75. That makes no sense at all. But Forrest Lamp was a second-round pick from the San Diego Chargers. At center, we are going to be going with Ethan Posich, who was, I think, a second or third-round pick from the Seattle Seahawks. We'll give him a 73 overall. Even though for the Seahawks, he may be playing right tackle. And as you can know, the height, weights, and stuff are kind of a little bit off here because, you know, it's really, really difficult to get all that stuff on. Maybe I could do a better job at it. I might touch these guys up. Who knows? It's just a one-off connected franchise mode, though. Right guard, we have Dan Feeney, who is a third-round selection from the San Diego Chargers. And I keep saying the San Diego Chargers. We all know they're the LA Chargers. But then again, it seems like, you know, it's more popular to say San Diego because everyone hates that move anyways. And then right tackle, we have Ryan Ramczyk, who was selected with the final pick of the first round to the New Orleans Saints with a 75 overall. Now on the defensive side of the ball, left defensive end, we have Myles Garrett, who's an 85. We have Solomon Thomas, who's a 78. Taco Charlton, a 76. At the right defensive end spot, we have Jonathan Allen. But because we're Eagle fans, we will be playing with Derek Barnett as a starter here. Then I don't really know how much defense I'm going to play in this sim. I don't want to hold you guys up here for hours and hours on end. But we have Jonathan Allen. We have Charles Harris, selected by the Dolphins. Jonathan Allen slipped to the Washington Redskins. And, of course, you know, we got Solomon Thomas from the 49ers. Taco Charlton from the Dallas Cowboys. On the linebacker spot, left outside linebacker, we'll be going with Tack McKinley as our starter, who jumps up to a 77 in the scheme fit. He was selected, I believe, at number 26 by the Atlanta Falcons. We have Tim Williams, who, you know, would probably be first-round talent if he didn't have the off the field, who was drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. Inside linebacker, we have Reuben Foster, 75. Jarrett Davis, 75. Foster selected by the San Francisco 49ers as he slipped all the way down to 31. Jarrett Davis was a first-round pick from the Detroit Lions. We have Hassan Riddick, who was a first-round pick from the Arizona Cardinals. Right outside linebacker, we're going TJ Watt, who's a 76 overall. Drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 30, 29 or 30. I can't remember and recall what number they picked off the top of my head. Our secondary is MARSHON, LATTIMORE, who was drafted by the Saints. We have GAREON, CONLEY, who was drafted by the Raiders. And we have SIDNEY Jones, who was a second-round pick from the Philadelphia Eagles, 74 before his injury. I think, debatably the top corner in this year's draft class. We have Trey White and Marlon Humphrey as well. Humphrey selected by the Ravens in the first round, and Trey White selected by the Buffalo Bills. ADOREE Jackson's on the roster, and I think we have someone on the practice squad. Free safety MALIK, drafted by the Indianapolis Colts at number 16. Great value pick. And at strong safety, we have JAMAL Adams, who's up to an 81 for the New York Jets, who selected him at number 6. Can I see my practice squad from here? A couple guys. We have DESHAUN. Oh, actually, look at that. Shout out to the kicker. We showed some love to the kicker. Zane Gonzalez, drafted late by the Browns. So let's make our third down back. It already is Christian McCaffrey, which is nice. And on the practice squad, we got DESHAUN Kaiser, Corey Clements there. Tease Tabor, Kevin King. Tease was a second-round pick from the Detroit Lions, and Kevin King was the first overall pick for the Green Bay Packers in the draft class. So we showed love to everyone here. I think this is going to be kind of a rough connected franchise mode, which is, I hate that shit. The depth chart does that. But, needless to say, guys, we're going to be rocking and rolling. Let's make sure. Like, what is this? I guess we're having some issues here with the depth chart. The game really just clearly wants Mr. Mitchell Trubisky to be our star. Let's see if we can edit from here. Maybe this will help us out. Corey Davis, Corey Coleman. All right, we're going to make sure. All right, I'm going to adjust this, guys, and we'll catch up at the mid-season point. How we do is we sim to the mid-season. We play the divisional opponents, and then hopefully we can make a playoff push. So you guys will check up when we're at week number 8. Alright, so we are here, and we're sitting at a very disappointing 2-7 record. I mean, this is not the first time we did this. At the beginning of the Madden season, we made a one-off connected franchise move. We used all the 2016 rookies, Zeke, Dak, Carson, and we could absolutely shit pump, so why would it be any different using the 2017 rookies? We're sitting at a 2-7 record here. Probably bottom dwellers here. Oh, yeah, bottom dwellers of the AFC North. But we got a couple games here that we're going to take control of. What will be a little bit different because there are a lot of good primetime defensive prospects. We're going to play the moments, but anytime it puts us in a precarious third down stop for the defensive side of the ball, we will take over. So now we got the 3-5 Baltimore Ravens, debating making the switch from Deshaun Watson to Trubisky, as Watson's only got us at 2-7. Maybe Mr. Biscuit will give us a little bit better opportunity, but I want to get my hands with Deshaun Watson and see what we can do. All right, let's rock and roll. We already got a red zone alert. And we got to remember, we have the Deshaun Watson, Mike Williams, Clemson connection. Hopefully that can pay some dividends for us right away. Already 2 turnovers in this game for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to assume that's big ball SIDNEY Jones making some plays for our team here. Boom, quick release to Corey Davis across the middle, who's fighting all the way up to the 1-yard line. And what a perfect way to start this off with a C4 special with Leonard Fournette on the opening drive. Those of you that watch my Toronto Huskies Connected franchise mode, which the newest episode either comes out, already came out this morning, or it's coming out tomorrow. Check that out if you have yet to see that. We use Leonard Fournette and the C4 quite a bit, and it works out more often than not. It works 60% of the time, 100% of the time. Let's get to the outside. Nice little fullback block. Thank you very much. As we get a big-time touchdown on our opening drive, which is exactly what I want to see. All right, third down. Let's make a stop. Who are we going to pick on this D-line? Do I dare select Derek Barnett and try to get things going for the Eagles? But we also have Myles Garrett. We'll go Barnett right off the rip. Oh, we're struggling to get pressure. Oh, interception, Jamal Adams. And he takes the knee. Unforced knee. Woo, baby. Let's go. Joe Flacco, you suck, boy. You will fuck, boy. You suck. 3rd and 2. People ask, why do you play defense more? Because it's just not fair. I'm a monster. All right, let's get O.J. Howard crossing the slant. I like that already. He's up here on the block. I like to select the edge guy here, so I don't get any stupid penalties and give him an automatic first down. 7-3 ball game. Really need to get our offense going here. That should have been a pick. That should have been game over. That is forcing the John Ross. They know what they're going to do. Whoever the DC is there still at Pittsburgh, whoever the hell replaced Dick LeBeau, knows what we're trying to do. Knows we only have one type of playmaker on this team. Or just Cooper Kupp making a very tough contested catch. Let's go. Eastern Washington representing. Clock is ticking. Maybe a mid-attack. What's O.J. Howard saying on this play? Oh, it's Evan Ingram. That's a good mismatch. They think we're running it for whatever reason. Throw it away. Come on, Mr. Biscuit. Biscuit. Triscuit. That was John Ross on the slant. I wanted to go a little bit deeper. See if we can hit him right as he crosses the plane. John Ross casually picking up the first down. We'll burn our first time out here. 20-some seconds. You know what we're going to do. You know what we're doing, people. If you're not new here, you know what we're running play. We still have Leonard Fournette. Have not featured Leonard Fournette at all. It's really tough to really establish a run game during play of the moments. But there's a play that I like to call. It's called the C4 special. It works 60% of the time, 100% of the time. So we get the equalizing touchdown going to overtime. Last time we went to over... Okay, we're not going to overtime because our defense decided not to, play defense. So, this is easy. At least we know there's only one option here. Hopefully our offensive line can just, let him get deep enough. Or we could just get a hold and a fucking 7-yard lob or a Kerry Collins Hail Mary. This game's over. Holding guarantees Ryan Ramczyk. Worst goddamn play I've ever seen. Oh, it's on them. Alright. Take that back. One more. Okay, who has better throw power? Let's make the most of this, okay? You know John Ross is going to beat his guy if we get enough protection. Who's the most throw power? Patty Mahomes! There we go. We're featuring all of the quarterbacks. We have Patty Mahomes coming in to throw the Hail Mary to John Ross. This is going to work. This is going to be goddamn great. We're hitting Y. As long as we don't get sacked, we're probably going to get sacked. Oh, I almost caught it! Oh, that was never going to work, but nice little gadget play. Oh, it sucks. We're going to take a final look at the regular season stats, and then we're going to wrap this video up. Alright, for the final season stats, underwhelming all across the board. Deshaun Watson, 2,200 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 17 picks. We got 1,700 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 11 picks from TRUBISKY. So either way, we were kind of screwed at the quarterback spot. 950 yards, 8 touchdowns from Fournette, 225 and 2 from McCaffrey. Run game couldn't get done because the offensive line was just horse shit. 79 catches, 800 yards, and 5 touchdowns from Mike Williams. John Ross, the cheat code himself, 66 catches, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. 946 and 4 from Corey Davis, 615 and 6 from O.J. Howard. Who was a liability? Let's just see here. I mean, the sacks weren't that bad, to be completely honest with you. It was just more so quarterback hits, which is my issue. Reuben Foster led the team, 139 tackles, 114 from T.J. Watt, 106 from Jamal Adams. On the sacks front, we got 9.5 from Derek Barnett, beating out Myles Garrett's 3.5. Woo, Philly. Let's go, Eagles. 5.5 from T.J., 5.5 from McKinley. And we got 3 picks from Foster, 3 from Conley, 2 from Jamal Adams, 1 from Sidney Jones, 1 from Hooker, and 1 from MARSHON LATTIMORE. Let's just see who's winning some Defensive Player Awards in the AFC. Leonard Fournette got himself an Offensive Rookie of the Year award, and Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Reuben Foster. I mean, it's, at least we kind of won these awards. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, you guys want to play with these rosters? They will be released once we hit 34,000 subscribers here on Beast Mode TV, and we are starting my projected Madden 18 ratings tomorrow with, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles. So tuned in for that. Thank you very much. If this is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying, hey, you there? I know you like Madden Ultimate Team. I know you like to rip packs hard. I know you like to watch all the MUT YouTubers that say and do the same videos every week. You love having your mind blown every 12 hours with insane, unbelievable 500k pack openings. Now it's time for you to get on the action. You've been told by everyone from edgy teens to 30-year-old neckbeards for years to go to their sponsor and get a fat discount on MUT coins, but the new era is here, and it's a site that I've decided to partner with, and you guys must know, if I let them sponsor me, it is legit. MUTBuck.org. Use code C4IsMyDaddy for an unheard of 43% discount code on all MUT coin orders. Stop getting made to look like an idiot by EA. Spend your real money on fake money that's worthless in 4 months. Grab your ankles and get MUT bucked. We'll be gentle.